always be focused. We will do our best all times. Welcome, children. We are so proud of you. And as a result of you being focused and determined, this program has been packaged for you. A program that has been initiated by Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, LASUBEB. And this is to ensure that no child is left behind. And this edition is for lower primary classes. If you have been on this program before, you will know that I am not here alone. I am here with your teachers, Auntie Tinu.
Hello, amazing pupils. I am Auntie Tinu, your mathematics teacher.
Right, and Uncle Sheyi.
Hello, wonderful pupils. How are you today? I am Uncle Sheyi, and now I'll be taking you through general studies.
Beautiful. And myself, I am Auntie Lola, and I'll be taking you through English studies, which are called communication class. And in trial, we bring you the classroom in your home. Please relax and learn. Hello, 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 how are you? It's nice to meet you here. It's nice to meet you here, children. You're welcome to our English Studies class, which we call communication class. And as our usual practice, we'll be looking at something different today. And for today, we'll be looking at reordering and puzzle of letters. Reordering and puzzle of letters. Well, you will find out what we mean at the course of today's lesson. But before we delve into the topic, I'm sure you recall I gave you an assignment, and I'm so proud of you because some of you were able to submit your assignment promptly, and you deserve to be celebrated. Beautiful. Last lesson we talked about syllables. Syllables, how to split words in more than one, two, three, four, and more. Depends on how long the word is. So I gave you 5 words to split into syllables. For the first one, visualize. You recall we did 2 actions on how to get our syllables, right? Either through a jaw and the back of our palms, right? And of course, beats. So you can say syllables or you can say beats. Visualize. How many syllables do we have in visualize? We have 3. Visualize, okay, or visualize. All right, 3. In beautiful, we have 3 syllables. In favor, we have 2 syllables, favor, okay. In tiger, how many syllables? Tiger, that is 2 syllables. In communication, we have how many syllables? Communication, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Communication, that is 5 syllables. Wow, you got 5 out of 5. You got 4 out of 5. You deserve to be celebrated. And let me give you love cheer. To you. Beautiful, and I am so proud of you. And now we move to the learning objective for today, that by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to change the order of words. Okay, you should also be able to use puzzles in forming words. Are you ready? So let's begin with reordering. Reordering means to arrange something or somebody in a different way. You've arranged something before, right? And you want to rearrange it. It means reordering. And so we'll be looking at a few examples under reordering. For the first example, we have emit. Emit means to give out something, right? And when we rearrange emit, what do we get? When T comes to the front and E takes the space of T, what do we get? We have time. Time, of course, you sure know the meaning of time, right? That clock can be an example of a time. Okay, to the next example is stop. And stop means what? to put an end to something or somebody. And now we want to rearrange stop. What do we have? We have post. But be careful, children, because when you're reordering, you need to reorder in a word that makes sense. You just don't put a word to another, you just don't push a word to another space and thinking you've reordered. No, you need to make sure that word you're trying to rearrange sure means something meaningful when you rearrange it. Am I making sense? And so we had words in the first one, we had stop, and now we want to reorder. Of course, it's not like the S is coming to the space of P and P to the space of S. Look at what I mean. Can you see? T came to the end and P came to the front, and so we have post, and post means to send something to someone or to send something to someone or to another place. That is the meaning of post. And now to the next example is wed. Wed. Well, wedding comes between a man and a woman, right? On that beautiful day. And so the woman wed the man. That is wed. But now we want to rearrange, and we have dew. Dew. There is always a little drop, like a water, like very early in the morning. You tend to see it on top of a leaf. Yeah, that is dew. That is dew. And to the next example, we have 10, and 10 is a number. Now we want to rearrange 10, and we have nets. We have nets. And I'm sure you've heard of net before, right? It is that very soft material that we use to cover our window, in just a very simple term, to cover our window, of course, to avoid flies or mosquitoes coming into our homes. That is. Now it is your turn. You will be giving me the answer while I will be showing you the correct answer. Now the first one is rats. Rats. When we reorder, what do we get? You know, I said that not all words change at the end. Sometimes the one in the middle comes to the front, and it can also come to the end of the word. So rats, when we reorder, what do we have? Is this what you told me? Star. Rat, star. Right? Okay, that is good. Another example, we have tip. This is just 3-letter words. And when we rearrange or we reorder, we have what? We have pit. We have pit. And of course, tip, pit, it's different when it comes to the meaning, right? Beautiful. Beautiful. And now we move to the second part. Don't forget, I said our topic is reordering and puzzle. And so puzzle, of course, is used to test one's intelligence or knowledge, right? And sometimes it comes in form of game. We do that game in our session. Well, we did it last lesson, right? Okay, so this is another form of puzzle. We will be picking one of the letters in the brackets, okay? We will have to fit in the correct letter to the blank space on top, and the letter you will be choosing will have to blend or mean or have a correct meaning with the other ones on the board earlier. What do I mean? Of course, this is an example. We have COR dash and EST, which means the letter I will be choosing have to complete the first word and also complete the word under. What do we choose? Is it CORM? We don't have anything like com, and we don't have anything like messed, right? But let us look at hen. Is it N? Yes, it is N. And CORN means con, right? And NEST means nest. So the letter we'll be choosing will have to tally with the word up and the word down. We have NKNO and REE. So which letter are we choosing to complete the word up and to complete the word down. We have B and we have T. Let's see. T. K-N-O-T means not, and T-R-E-E means tree. So T is the correct answer. This one we have D-O-N dash and A-S-T. So which letter will we be choosing from the bracket to complete the word up and to complete the word down? E. Done. Sorry. Done. East. Correct, right? Now it is your turn. It is your turn. Look at this word properly and which of the letters in the bracket will fit into the blank space. F-E-E dash and R-U-M. Which letter are we choosing to complete the word up and the word down? Letter D. We have feed and we have drum. And we have drum. Okay, the next one. S-W-E-E dash and I-M-E. What is your answer? You've chosen your answer, right? Is it C? You're correct, and I'm so proud of you. Sweet and time. Sweet and time. And now we move to your assignment. We move to your assignment. Please put this down quickly. Okay. Complete these puzzles. One J-U-M, we have dash E-N-N-Y. Is it B? Is it P? Okay. 2 G-O dash H-E-Y. So which letter are we putting in the middle to complete the first word and also complete the second word? C. Is it C? Is it T for number 2? Number 3, we have P-L-A dash A-M. Okay, a word to the front and a word to the back. So is it Y or D? Okay. And the last one, W-E-N dash O-P. Okay, so whichever letter you are choosing, I have to complete the word in the front and also complete the word at the back. I'm sure you are writing, right? Okay, and do not forget to submit your homework promptly to the number that is being shown on the screen. Do not forget that promptness is what we want, and you will sure be celebrated eventually. Okay, are you writing? Oh, you are done. You even captured it. I am so proud of you. That is so intelligent. Okay, we move to the next segment, which is Can Fix It. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can you fix it? What are we fixing today, Auntie Lola? Don't forget we are still on money facts. We've been talking about money for a while now, right? Yes. And today we will be looking at my spending checklist. You are not too young to have a checklist. So let us see how far we've been going on our spendings. If your mommy is right beside you, she can also benefit from it. Or even your daddy. Or even your siblings. Okay, for the first one, if I overspend my allowances, I can expect my parents to give me more money. You overspend your allowance and you expect mommy or daddy to give you more. If they give you more, do you think they are helping you? Well, it is false. They will not be helping you if they had more to the money already given to you. So the question is, how do you spend your allowance? Don't forget, we've been talking about how to spend wisely and how to save. So save your money rather than spending on your wants, not your needs. Okay. Number 2, it is easier to return an item to the store if I have the sales receipt. Okay. Is it true or false? It is true. When you get something in a mall or in a shop or a store, it is very ideal to request for receipt. And if you're being given please ensure to save, to keep it properly in case you need to return that stuff you got. Okay, number 3, writing down my expenses help me know my spending balance. Is it true or false? It is true. Learn how to write the things you buy or you get in a particular day, and at the end you calculate. It makes you see how well you've been doing when it comes to spending and how you can cut your coat properly. Okay, are you spending on your needs or on your wants? You recall we've treated that, right? Yes, we've treated needs and wants. Okay, so number 4, it is okay to buy everything I want. Want, not what you need. Want is just something that is not important. Okay, something not important. And so, is it okay to buy everything? My dear friend, it is false. It is not okay. Learn to save and manage. Okay, I know of one of my little friend that will say, "Mommy, I'll manage. Don't worry." Oh, my dear, that is a good attribute if you manage. Okay, number 5. Which of the following is a responsible spending practice? Responsible spending practice. I'll read the options out so you listen carefully. Hey, spending more money than I have planned. Is that responsible? Buy an item that looks good to me even if I don't need it. Is that responsible? Buying an item that is included in my spending plan. Is that responsible? Always shopping at the most expensive stores. Do you think that is a responsible spending practice? What is your answer? Is it C? C, buying an item that is included in my spending plan. And so before the next month come in, before the next year come in, or before the next week comes in, you should be able to have a spending plan on how to spend your allowance. Okay, and that is it for today. I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of today's lesson and you learned a lot, from our reordering and puzzle and down to our spending list. Well, please, I beg you children, do not forget what you've learned today, because today is a new day. Learn something new. It is time for a mathematics class and it is with Auntie Tino. See ya.
Welcome to today's mathematics class. When I say mathematics time, you say fun time. Mathematics time, fun time. And like always, today's mathematics class promises to be fun. I am Auntie Tino. Today I will be teaching division of numbers with remainder. Division of numbers with remainder. But first of all, a homework correction. Correction to the previous homework. Share 10 candies equally between 2 friends. 10 divided by 2. This sentence, share 10 candies equally between 2 friends, means 10 divided by 2. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candies, and we have 2 friends. You can see them laughing. Let's see how to share 10 candies between 2 friends. Yes. Now each friend will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each friend will get 5 candies out of 10. So when we say 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Are we together? Say together we are. Did you get that sum correctly? I'm sure you did. Now let's give ourselves a love cheer to celebrate our success in today's homework. Let's go. are awesome and I love you so much. And next is Brainbusters time. Yes, let's see what's in for today. What's before? What's before? In 30 seconds, find what's before and your time starts now. Okay. All right. It's 30 seconds and it's time up. Let's see what's before. Yes, we have, call it with me, 8,999, 9,000, 9,099, 9,100, 9,199, 9,200, 9,299, 9,300, 9,399, 9,400, 9,499, 9,500, 9,599, 9,600, 9,699, 9,700, 9,799, 9,800, 9,899, 9,900, 9,999, 10,000. Remember, the essence of these brain busters is to help us write our numbers correctly. Did you get all the sums in what's before? I know you are smart. So let me give you the awesome chair to celebrate your success. You are awesome, totally, and I love you so much. Good job, you. Learning objective. What do I expect you to be able to do at the end of today's lesson? By the end of the lesson today, you should be able to divide numbers correctly with remainder. Divide numbers with remainder correctly. Are we together? Are you excited? I am excited too. But what will make you be able to attempt the questions at the end of today's lesson is your 100% attention. So please be attentive. Division. Say that with me. Division, yes. Division is one of the 4 basic operations of arithmetic. Arithmetic also means mathematics. The way that numbers are combined to make new numbers. The other operations are addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Division is splitting into equal parts or groups. It is the result of fair sharing. What do I mean by fair sharing? Yes, on the Monday morning, I came into the class with 20 apples and I have 4 pupils in the class. And I said everybody can pick as much as they like. And peradventure, some pupils pick 6, others pick 3, and some pick 2. And I said, no, that's not fair. Let's divide it equally among the 4 of you. That's what I mean by fair sharing. So everybody gets equal amounts. Are we together? Nobody is getting 6 while another person is getting 2, and some are not getting at all. That's not fair. Examples, let's see. Remember, today we are talking about addition with remainder. There are 14 chocolates to be shared among 3 friends. How do we share the chocolates equally? How do we share the chocolates equally? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we have 3 friends. So let's see. Yes, so each friend gets 1, 2, 3, 4. The first friend has 4. Let's see. The first friend, this is friend number 1. He has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second friend has 4 too. 1, 2, 3, 4. The third friend has 4. But we have 2 chocolates left. So what do? Remember, we have 3 friends. If we share the remaining 2 chocolates, it will not go round equally. And that is what we mean by remainder. So these 2 leftover chocolates is what is called remainder. Why is it a remainder? Because it cannot go round equally. Are we together? Say, together we are. To divide means to separate into parts. To divide means to split into parts. To divide means to share between or among. So when I say separate into parts, no, I'm asking you to divide. When I say split into parts, no, I want you to divide. And when I say share between or share among, you know I want you to divide. Parts of division. Parts of division. We have the dividend, we have the divisor, we have the quotient, and we have the remainder. The remainder, that number, that's left over that cannot go round equally. Remainder. Now let's call it together. Parts of division. Dividend, divisor, quotient, remainder. Example, we have 14 divided by 3. 14 chocolates divided by 3 friends. Remember, they each got 4 chocolates and we were left with 2. We were left with 2 that couldn't go round. So 14 is our dividend, 3 is our divisor, 4 is our quotient, and 2 is our remainder. Can you see it? 14 divided by 3 is equals to 4 remainder 2. So anytime you have your remainder, you denote it with this R. Can we see it? You can see how I wrote my remainder. 14 divided by 3 is equals to 4 remainder 2. 4R2. Are we together? Yes. Remainder. What do we mean by remainder? Yes. It is a part of something that is left over when other parts have been completed, used, shared, or divided. Let me go over it again. Remainder is a part of something that is left over when other parts have been completed, used, shared, or divided. Yes. It's important to know that in division with remainder, there is always leftover after dividing the dividend by the divisor equally. Remember, we had 3 friends that wanted to share 14 chocolates. They each got 4 equal amounts, 4 chocolates each. Then we have 2 left over. If we decide to share the remaining 2, it means one friend would not get the same amount. Yes. So division is denoted by this sign or this. So anywhere you see this sign or you see this slash in mathematics, you know you are supposed to divide. Let's divide. Let's divide. Are you excited to divide with remainder? I am excited too, but you need to listen, be attentive, and focus. Share 9 cupcakes between 2 girls. Share 9 cupcakes between 2 girls. Let's see. 9 divided by 2. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cupcakes, and we have 2 beautiful girls standing and waiting for their share of the cupcake. So let's see how to divide 9 cupcakes among 2 friends. Now each friend gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So each friend gets 4 cupcakes each, and we have 1 left over, and we have 1 left over. Remember, they are friends, and we must share the cupcake equally. So if we decide to give any of them this one, it means that person is getting more than the other. So now when we share 1 left over, there's no how to share it. So when we say 9 divided by 2, we have 4 equal parts. 2 friends get 4 cupcakes each, and we have 1 left over. So we write 9 divided by 2 is equals to 4. The number of cupcakes each friend gets. Remainder 1, the left over. Are we together? Divide 14 balls among 5 pupils. It also means 14 divided by 5. Now let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pupils. Let's see how many balls each pupil will get. So when we divide 14 balls equally among 5 pupils, each pupil will get 1, 2 balls, and we'll be left with 1, 2, 3, 4. If we decide to share the remaining 4 balls, it will not go around equally. It means some boys will get more balls than the others, and we don't want that. So 14 balls divided by 5 pupils, we have 2 balls going around each, remainder 4, the leftover. So 14 divided by 5 is equals to 2, and 4, we have 4 remaining. Are we together? Say, together we are. Wow! Now let's do this. How well have you been following today's lesson? How well do you understand today's lesson? Prove it to me by scoring everything in today's sums, in today's evaluation question. It's evaluation time. It's assessment time. It's assessment time. It's time to prove yourself. Let's see. Divide 19 candies among 7 boys. Divide 19 candies among 7 boys. You have 1 minute to do this, and your time starts now. Pens down. It's 1 minute and it's time up. Yes, I know you love the candies. Yes, divide 19 candies among 7 boys. That is 19 divided by 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boys waiting to get their candies. Let's see how to divide. Yes, so each boy gets 1, 2. Each boy gets 2 candies each, and we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, there are 7 boys. If we decide to share the remaining 5, it will not go around equally. It means some boys will get more than the others, and we don't want that. So 19 divided by 7 is 2. That's the number of times the candles will go around equally. Remainder 5, the leftover. Did you get this sum correctly? I'm sure you did. Now let's give ourselves the mosquito chair. Let's go. Are you ready? Yes. Say mosquito, mosquito, mosquito. First you catch it, then you shake it, and you smack it. Good job, you. That's for you. Good job, you. Assignment. Remember, you must do Auntie Tinu's homework. You must know that by now. Share 11 apples among 8 friends. You have 10 seconds to capture this down, and your time starts now. Pens down, it's 10 seconds, and I'm sure you have captured it. Remember, you must do your homework so that number 1, your teacher will love you very much, yes. Then 2, you can be able to practice more on the lesson, yes. Wow, and that's it for today. We have come to the end of another awesome mathematics class. I told you you will enjoy yourself today. I really enjoyed myself too. I love the cupcakes, the apples, the candies, and the chocolates. They made the class very interesting. Yes, but don't go away. Uncle Sheyi is here for another amazing time in General Studies class. From me, it's bye-bye.
Hello, wonderful pupils. You're welcome to another exciting segment of the program, The Classroom in Your Home. It's good to see you again. My name is Uncle Sheyi, your General Studies teacher. In our last class, we looked at marriage. We looked at different types of marriage: registry marriage, traditional marriage, Islamic marriage, and Christian marriage, okay? So today we will be looking at traditional marriage, the Igbo traditional marriage, all right? But before we go into that, let's have correction to the previous homework, okay? In our last class, we were asked to mention 2 types of marriage, okay? 2 types of marriage. We have the registry marriage, you have the traditional marriage, Islamic marriage, the Christian marriage. If you put down any of these 4, you are very correct, and you deserve a chair. You deserve a chair. Well done. Beautiful. Okay, so today we are looking at Igbo traditional marriage. And by the end of the lesson, you should be able to mention the Igbo name for dowry. Okay, you should be able to state some of the gift items taken by the bride's family. Okay, all right. And lastly, you should be able to mention the 4 stages of an Igbo marriage. You should be able to state the Igbo name for dowry. You should be able to state some of the gift items taken by the bride's family, and you should be able to mention the 4 stages of an Igbo marriage. Okay? Traditional marriage. Traditional marriage is the joining of a man and a woman to become husband and wife using cultural norms, system, and values. Okay, you would have seen in some videos where a man will kneel down and propose to a woman. Okay, that is Western culture. That is not practiced in our traditional marriage. Okay, today you will be seeing some of our traditional way of getting married. Okay, especially the Igbo culture. So traditional marriage is the joining of a man and a woman to become husband and wife using cultural norms, system, and values. Okay, and as you can see on the screen, this is a marriage ceremony that is about to take place, and you can see the different items that were brought by the groom's family to the bride's family. Okay, And what is the bride's family, or what is the groom's family? The bride's family is the family of the woman that is about to be married. And the groom's family is the family of the man that is about to be married. The groom is the man that is about to be married, and the bride is the woman that is about to be married. Okay? Remember, today we are looking at the Igbo traditional marriage. And who are the Igbo people? The Igbo people are from the southeastern part of Nigeria. And as a matter of fact, they are one of the 3 major tribes of Nigeria. Remember, we have 3 major tribes. We have the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa. And as you can see from the board, they are from the southeastern part of the country. Now let's mention some of their states, some of the states that the Igbos are from. Imo State, Anambra State, Enugu State, Ebonyi, and Abia. Okay? Yes, there are 5 in number. Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Abia. Okay? Now let's go into the marriage proper. There are 4 stages of Igbo traditional marriage ceremony. The first one is the marriage introduction or proposal, and in Igbo language it is called Ikwaka or Ijuise. Alright? The first is the marriage introduction or proposal. In this stage, the groom, that is the man that wants to marry the woman, will go to the family of the bride, the woman that is to be married, with his own father, or if the father is no more, with the eldest man or the woman in their own family. They go to the bride's family to go and take permission that we want to marry your daughter. Okay? And the bride's family will also call their own daughter that, do you know this man? Do you know him? And the bride will answer if actually she knows the man and is ready to marry the man. That is the first stage, where the groom to be or the husband to be goes with his own family, not the extended family now, his own father and mother, or the eldest man in his own family, to the bride's family. Okay? And if the bride is able to accept that, yes, I know him and I would want to marry him, then they will go to the next stage, which is the second stage of the marriage, which is known as Umunna. Umunna in Igbo language means consent. Umunna. And what is Umunna? This is where consent is gotten from the extended family. So at Umunna, it is not just the parents that will be present, the extended family, the grandmother, the grandfather, the uncles, the aunts, nephews, cousins, everyone would be present at Umunna. Okay? And after the consent, if every one of the family should agree, because the grandmother, the grandfather, they will ask questions, they will look at the man, ask questions about the man to know the work he's doing, to be sure he is a responsible man that can take care of their daughter. And after consent, if it is agreed that, okay, this man is good, it's good to have our daughter, then a marriage date is fixed. They fix a marriage date. Okay? And while they are fixing the marriage date, the marriage list will also be given to the bride, to the groom's family. They give them a marriage list, things that they will need to buy for the bride's family. And the bride price would be stated. And what is bride price? Bride price is the amount of money. Some people don't collect, some families don't collect money, but mostly it is a certain amount of money that the parents of the bride would collect from the husband to be. It is also called dowry. Okay? Dowry or bride price. Okay. All right. Now we go to the third stage after the marriage date has been fixed. When they have agreed the marriage, the wedding list has also been given to the groom's family. The third stage is known as dowry or imego. All right? The groom's family brings the dowry and some wedding list that is demanded by the bride's family. And some of the things in the list include fruit wine, kola nuts, palm wine, tubers of yam, garden egg, groundnuts, cloth items, goats, wrappers, bags of salt, bags of sugars, and so many other things. Okay, now different families demand for different things. Okay, so if this one family could demand for this and the other family could demand for another thing, it's not the same in every family and in every state. All right, okay. Now when the groom's family bring this wedding list, these items are shared amongst the bride's family. All right, okay, let's move to the fourth stage, the first stage of the Igbo traditional marriage. And the fourth stage, which is the last stage, is the wine carrying ceremony, Igbanku, the wine carrying ceremony. And this is the traditional wedding party. At this party, the wife or the wife to be, the bride, carries a palm wine, a cup or a glass cup of palm wine, a glass of palm wine, and walks around the marriage venue looking for her husband. It is the culture that she must look for her husband in the midst of the crowd and give the cup of wine, of palm wine, to the man. Okay, and if the man collects the cup of wine and drink, then their union is sealed. All right, now it is time for our evaluation. I hope you listen very well. Now you can pick your book, open them, and get your pen and be ready to answer these questions. All right, I will be asking the questions. You don't need to write the questions. You don't need to write them. You just need to number your book from 1 to 5. I want you to do that now. Number your work from 1 to 5. Do that very fast. Okay. Now I will read the question. I just want you to give the answer. After reading the number 1 question, just write the answer. We go to number 2, you write the answer, and we do likewise for all the questions. Okay? Can we continue? Have you numbered your books? Okay. Now number 1. During the wine carrying ceremony, the bride gives the palm wine to her father. Is it true? Okay, I want you to put that down if that's a true or a false statement. Okay, let's go to number 2. Another name for dowry in Igbo language is dash. What is the name for dowry in Igbo language? Number 3. Okay, let me wait so that I can write the answers to number 2. Okay, have you done that? All right, let's go to number 3. The first stage of an Igbo marriage is introduction. Is it true or false? The first stage of an Igbo marriage is the introduction. Okay, we can move to number 4. Okay, let's go. Mention 2 gift items in an Igbo wedding list. Mention 2 gift items in an Igbo wedding list. Quickly give answer to that. All right, number 5. Umunna is the consent from the extended family of the bride. Umunna is the consent from the extended family. Is that true or false? Okay, let me give you 5 seconds to check your work. Check it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. The time is up. Pens up. Okay. All right. Now let's have the answers to these questions. Okay. Number 1, during the wine carrying ceremony, the bride gives the palm wine to her father. No, that's a false statement. She gives the palm wine to her groom, the husband to be, the husband to be the groom. Okay. Number 2, another name for dowry in Igbo language is imego. Okay. All right. Number 3, the first stage of an Igbo marriage is introduction. Is that true or false? Introduction. Of course, that is true. The first stage of an Igbo marriage is the introduction. Number 4, mention 2 gift items in an Igbo wedding list. You have the fruit wine, you have the palm wine, you have the kola nut, you have the garden egg, you have the bags of salt, you have goats, and so many others. I hope you were giving ticks as you are getting it. Number 1, if you got it, give a tick. Number 2, you give a tick. Number 3, if it is correct, you give a tick. Number 4, give a tick. All right? Now to the last question. Umuna is the consent from the extended family. Yes, that is true. Umuna is the consent from the extended family. All right, if you got 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, you deserve a roll it up chair. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up and let it go. You are great. Yes, you are great. All of you are great. All right. But if you are not able to get some of the questions correctly, you don't need to be depressed, okay? Next time, I know you will do better if you listen well, okay? All right, let's have our assignment. You can open your books and write this down. Our assignment. Mention 2 stages of an Igbo marriage. Remember, I gave you 4 stages, so just mention any of the 2 stages of an Igbo marriage, okay? All right, have you done that? That is it for today. I don't feel like going. I still feel like having fun with you, but I have to go because of time. I hope you enjoyed the class. I'm sure you did. All right. Until next time that I will be meeting with you again, Uncle Sheyi says, be good. Ciao, ciao.
Awesome. You would agree with me that today's lesson was interesting. It was educative and at the same time fun-filled. Uncle Sheyi, what's your take on this?
Yes, Auntie Tinu, I totally agree with you. Today's lessons have been very, very educative. And particularly, we are giving kudos to the pupils for their feedbacks, their comments, and their submission of assignments. We say, well done. Good job, you. We are proud of you. Auntie Lola.
Yes, and we also got feedback that some of you have not been able to watch the program on a regular basis. Do not worry, because there is a YouTube channel that covers everything you miss. Lagos Suburb YouTube channel. I repeat, Lagos Suburb YouTube channel. Peradventure you have a phone or you have access to your parent phone, you can go to that channel any day, anytime.
Don't forget to send in your homework, comments, and questions to the number showing on the screen. The number is 081-5086-5663. SMS and WhatsApp messages only. Do not call. I repeat, do not call. Do you love your family and friends? Remember, the pandemic is not over. To stay safe in this pandemic period, you
wash your hands regularly.
Practice social distancing.
If you must go out, make sure you wear your
Face mask.
Then eat lots of fruit, rest well, do your homework, and know that from all of us, we love you, and at LaSuburb,
We leave no child behind.